Today is World Mental Health Day, and this morning we are sharing ways to help improve mental health. Right now we're looking at one of the things that might have a negative impact on it, alcohol.
This is so big. We're joined by Dr. Sheryl Ziegler this morning, sharing how some people really could benefit from a sober October. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. I'm so glad we're covering this because we know that when we have alcohol use and then we have mental health issues, the combination is often really detrimental to people.
Yeah.
And so being able to have, let's say, a sober October is an opportunity to just sort of reassess what is my relationship with alcohol. Whether right now you're thinking, I think I'm okay, or you're thinking, I'm not really sure. Just by saying, let me press pause, let me be really diligent about this and see what it is. Am I affected socially? Right? And at night when I come home, do I feel like, well, I don't have another way to wind down? Because those are the two major reasons we see, besides a family history of addiction, that people really use alcohol. It's to make them feel more relaxed or to make them just be more comfortable in social situations. So it's a great time to just press pause and see what is it really like.
Yeah. So if you drink and you say, I drink socially, how do you know if you're really drinking too much?
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, one of the things is the CDC gives us a guideline. So for men, they say if you have 2 or less drinks, that's considered moderate drinking per day. So 2 or less drinks for men per day is moderate. 1 or less drinks per day for women is moderate. So then they talk about binge drinking, which I think a lot of people may actually engage in, which is weekends.
Right.
So maybe I'm okay in the weekdays, but weekends, that's 5 or more drinks for men and 4 or more drinks for women. And so I think that's also really, actually from a physical health perspective, actually has a lot of detrimental consequences to your heart health. So I think people don't realize, because drinking is so socialized in our country, the mental and physical effects from it, and you really don't know until you press pause and see, how do I feel, positively or negatively? And so this is really a great opportunity to do that.
For some people, they may feel like, oh my gosh, going from where I am now to nothing seems overwhelming, but there are ways that you can gradually get into it.
Yes, which I think for a lot of people is really the way to go. So that means maybe starting today, if you feel inspired, take whatever you drink and maybe cut that by half. Maybe just cut it by a drink. Maybe when you go out socially this weekend, have a drink and then in between have a water or a seltzer. And so you're starting to slow yourself down and see how you're responding to that. So if going cold turkey just feels like really too much, there are ways where you can do it slowly. There's no failing at this. The spirit of a sober October or dry January is really just to say, press pause, see how you feel mentally, physically, because we know sleep is very affected by alcohol use, which sleep then impacts our mental health. So we need to have quality sleep, and also what we eat. So our food choices and the tendency to not feel great about our bodies or to maybe hold on to excess fat is also associated with more alcohol use. So the impact of alcohol use really kind of branches off into many physical and mental health spaces.
I know you'll feel better on Sunday morning, probably.
Yes, right, exactly.
And that's a big deal.
But clearly this is something that we need to talk about, and because now we had dry January, now sober October. I mean, clearly this is something that has spiraled into, we all need to maybe reassess how much we're drinking.
Absolutely. When we look at the pandemic and we look at the increase in alcohol use, right? So now we're tail end, we're an endemic, whatever you want to call this stage. This is a time where people are really reevaluating a lot of things. Their alcohol use, their marriages, their jobs. There's a lot of reevaluation going on right now. And so we in the mental health space are really pushing, hey, we're looking at a lot of depression and anxiety rates really skyrocketing. We know people were using a lot of alcohol during the pandemic. Take this time to really see, what is your relationship with alcohol really like?
Dr. Ziegler, always a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.